Dear students, welcome to the 17th session on discussion of the plot of the story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Now, before starting the discussion, let's look at the characters which come in the story. We have a character called Nathu. Nathu is an important character in the story. He is a sweeper by profession and he works in the People Nagar Bank. And we have a character in the story named Seth Govindram. He is a businessman. He runs a bank in People Nagar. And there is a character called Sitaram. Sitaram is the son of a washerman and he plays a significant role in the story. We have two women characters. They are Mrs. Srivatsava and Mrs. Bhushan. These two women characters are from the town and they play a very important role in spreading the rumor of collapse of the bank. And we have a minor character named Mr. Bhushan, and there is a character called Kamal Kishore. He is a photographer and he owns a photographic shop in the town. And there is a character named Deep Chand. He is also from the same town and he runs a barber shop in People Nagar. And we have a small character named Ganpat. He is a man having a crooked leg and he begs on the payment of the village for years. Now, before starting the story, discussing the story in detail, let's look at it briefly. The sweeper boy of People Nagar complains. People Nagar Bank complains one day that he has not been paid his salary by the owner, Seth Govindram, and this piece of news gets distorted as it passes from one person to person. People start believing that the bank must be under loss as it has failed to pay the salary for its employees. Soon everyone in the town is convinced that the bank has gone bankrupt. Rumors fly thick and fast about Seth Govindram, and people start believing that he has fled the state, and others say that he has fled the country, and someone even claims that Seth Govind has hanged himself from a tamarind tree. Actually, in reality, Seth Govindram was in Kashmir on a holiday. And after hearing the news of the collapse of the bank, all the people rushed to the bank to withdraw their money. They refused to hear the pleas of the manager and they claim that Seth Govind is hiding inside a bank locker. And when all the cash gets over, the crowd gets restive and they start agitating. Mischief makers join the scene and they gather outside the bank and they start throwing the stones and they break the glass windows of the bank. Thus, Ruskin Bond depicts how rumor spreads like wildfire and causes irreparable damage and lands the bank in trouble. Now, let's look at the story in detail. When the story begins, we see Nathu sweeping the steps of the People Nagar Bank with a small broom hurriedly and carelessly, muttering to Sitaram, I haven't even received my regular pay. Sitaram was a son of a washerman in the town and he was on his delivery round of freshly pressed cloths. Nathu tells him that he would leave the job in the bank as soon as he gets his salary. Hearing this, Sitaram tells him that he would search a job for him and then he leaves for the town to deliver the ironed cloths. Sitaram, when visited the fourth house to deliver the pressed cloths, he hears from Mrs. Srivatsava that she was in need of a sweeper boy. Sitaram tells her about Nathu, who is in the need of a job, and tells her that he would come for work from the next month as he is working in a bank now. And he also tells her that the bank is not paying him regularly. Mrs. Srivatsava tells Sitaram to tell Nathu to meet her the next day. Mrs. Srivatsava, after having the conversation with Sitaram, goes to People Nagar market for shopping and he meets Mrs. Bhushan who has taken shelter under a tamarind tree. And both of them have a conversation on a piece of cloth that Mrs. Bhushan has bought. Meanwhile, Mrs. Srivatsava tells Mrs. Bhushan that, quote from the text, do you know, my dear, that Seth Govindram's bank cannot even pay its employees? And she lies that she heard it from the sweeper boy himself. And hearing this, Mrs. Bhushan concludes that if the bank cannot pay the sweeper, it must be under loss, and even other employees of the bank are not paid their salary. After parting their ways, Mrs. Bhushan goes in search of her husband and finds him sitting in Kamal Kishore's photographic shop talking to Kamal. And there she announces that People Nagar Bank has become bankrupt and it has stopped paying salary to its employees. Hearing this news, Kamal Kishore, who is not an account holder, heaves a sigh of relief and he calls out to Deep Chand, the barber, and tells him that the bank is about to collapse and advises him to withdraw the money at the earliest. On hearing this shocking news, Deep Chand he makes a cut on the right ear of his customer. The customer gives out a sharp cry with pain and distress. He feels pain for having got hurt, and he feels distress for having heard this shocking news. And this customer, who is an old man, he runs out to telephone. He runs out to the telephone, which is a general merchant store, and makes a call to Seth Govindram to make sure the credibility of the news. The owner of the bank, he just calls Seth Govindram, the owner of the bank, and learns from him that he is out of town and he is holidaying in Kashmir. He comes back to the barber shop and he concludes that Seth Govindram has fled or run away from the town. Immediately, he moves out of the shop and hurries to the bank with his checkbook to withdraw his money. This news spreads through the bazaar with the rapidity of forest fire. Old Ganapath, the beggar who cannot walk, learns about the news and starts running towards the bank to withdraw his deposit of 1000 rupees. The rumor spreads around the town and people start discussing the situation. People conclude that it is the excess indulgence of Seth Govindram which has ruined the bank. They imagine and start to believe that Seth Govindram has fled the state, and some say that he has fled the country, and some even go to the extent of saying that he has hanged himself from the tamarind tree, and someone said that he was seen in the state of being hanged in the tamarind tree. By the afternoon, all the people gathered at the bank. They wanted to withdraw their money. All the cash in the bank gets over, and there was no money left for the waiting customers. And the manager, it becomes impossible to convince the people that money has to be brought from another bank which is 30 miles away, and he to wait until then. Even he could not have phone contact with Seth Govindram, who was in houseboat in Kashmir. A chaotic situation is formed in the bank. People refused to come the next day to receive their money and demanded that they wanted their money on that very day. They start shouting and blaming Seth Govindram, and some mischief makers come and join these people who are protesting at the bank, and they make the protest more severe. The manager fails to convince the people and feels helpless. Meanwhile, someone in the crowd throws a brick on the glass window of the bank and he breaks it. Thus, a sound bank is broken, unfortunately. The following day, when Nathu goes to bank for his duty, he finds a lot of broken glasses and stones on the steps of the bank, and he murmurs angrily that the bank authorities are not paying him regularly on one hand and they are increasing his work on the other hand. And Sitaram comes and tells Nathu that he must accept the new job as the bank is already closed. And Nathu was quite surprised to hear the news, and he says, how could it happen? At the end of the story, we find Nathu murmuring on the bank steps that nobody would ever have thought that the bank would collapse. For him, the event is a mystery. So this is how the story ends. Now just let's look at the message that this story gives. The story tells us how important it is not to share any important news to public without making sure about the authenticity of the information. And the story also tells that in the story we see that how Sitaram and Mrs. Srivatsava and Mrs. Bhushan are the initial contributors to the chaos in this quiet town. And Mrs. Bhushan in particularly should have been careful while sharing the information in public. Her loud announcements that the bank was entering bankruptcy made many run in panic to the bank. People in general are more liable to believe negative news than positive information. As panic and violence come quickly and easily to humans, we should take care not to initiate anything that would encourage such happenings. Now let's look at the analysis of the story. The story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, deals with the plight of underpaid and unpaid boy. It also deals with the theme of exploitation, role of humors, anxiety, and mob psychology. The story is ironical because it points out that rumors and gossips are dangerous and destructive. It is also a criticism of crowd psychology and antisocial elements. It brings out the characteristic nature of people in the small town and the power of rumors. Now we find humor predominantly in the story. We find many humorous situations, such as the description of Mrs. Bhushan talking to her husband, and the way customer running with one side unshaven, and beggar Ganapath running with a crooked leg. All these incidents and descriptions create a sea of laughter. And the writer has portrayed all the characters so nicely that readers get a live picture of an Indian town under the spell of a rumor. The story entertains the reader. The humor is developed through the life and vitality of a baseless rumor that begins with Mrs. Srivatsava exaggerating a harmless bit of information about Nathu not being paid by the bank. And Mrs. Srivatsava and Mrs. Bhushan are caricatured as typical women eager to spread gossip with no thought of its consequences. And the men are caricatured as mindless crowd carried away by the rumor. Nathu and Sitaram add to the humor in the situation as the innocent culprits who inadvertently caused the rumor. Eventually, they were amazed at the news that the bank had collapsed. The story is also a comment on general human behavior. People tend to spread negative news more than good news. They are eager to believe it and act on it without taking the trouble to verify its credibility. And people in a crowd develop mob mentality. Panic spreads easily in a mob, and people destroy public property. Human beings have a tendency of panicking once they get some unfavorable news. Since they are social animals, it is their natural instinct to share the news with a friend or a relative who might panic and pass on the news to someone else. At the end of the cycle, the news may have altered altogether. Now, let's revise the lesson. As we have discussed, the story is set in a fictional town called People Nagar. It is about Seth Govind Ram's bank at People Nagar, which was running very well and which had won the trust of the most of the residents of the town. But the murmuring of a sweeper boy named Nathu about his irregular payment of his salary by the bank takes the shape of a rumor and results into the collapse of a bank. In the end of the story, we see Nathu, who is responsible for the whole episode, wonders innocently about the incident. And we can find humor in the story. We find many descriptions of humorous situation, and it is an interesting story. It gives a glimpse into the working of the psychology of people getting swayed by the rumor they hear about without verifying its accuracy. And the story also shows how an innocent remark can sometimes lead to a tragedy undreamt of by the people who make the remark. And the story is ironical. It points out that rumors and gossips are dangerous and destructive. And the story is also a criticism of crowd psychology and social elements. Thank you.